you're dropping your guard. It's an open invitation for your opponent to launch a kick to the head. Good, better. Matt, don't forget to feint. You're telegraphing your attacks.
You all set for later?
Yeah, I can't wait.
They'll try and grind you down. A long fight will suit them. You've got to get in there quick and shake them up a bit.
I won't let you down. Is Anthony here yet? The sooner I get this medical out of the way, the better.
He's just phoned. He's not coming. Food poisoning or something.
It's not going to be a problem, is it?
You just focus on tonight and on winning. Let me concentrate on finding someone.
Her hands were swelling up. It's safer if she isn't wearing them.
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Any change?
Yeah, well, she's been pretty heavily sedated.
Daniel said that she got pretty worked up about her mother.
She's confused, but that's to be expected. But she's still fighting. She won't be under for long. She's strong.
Yesterday must have been difficult.
But she's still with us. That's all that matters.
Have you slept?
Well, only here, but don't worry about me. And I've told Jack and Emmy that it's best if they don't see her, for now.
Well, now that I'm here, you can take a break.
Honestly, I'm okay.
Carol. Oh, no, just don't get worked up. Try to relax.
It's me, love. I'm here.
Who are you?
I'm Zara. I'm Dr. Carmichael.
Well, can I go home?
And we know that you're okay. You've hurt your head.
Oh, I want to go home.
Not just yet, love. Let's do what Zara says.
Not you again.
Do try not to get anxious. We're just trying to help you. I'm going to ask you some questions. It'll help us work out how well you're doing. Is that okay? Can you tell me your name?
You must know who I am. Daft question.
Humour me.
Karen Teal.
And if you don't mind my asking, how old are you, Karen?
18.
And what year is it?
It's 1984.
If you've come to buy tickets for tonight, I'm afraid we're sold out.
No, I'm looking for Owen, is it?
That's me. You must be our new ringside doctor.
Daniel Granger. Yeah. This isn't my usual kind of work, but Dr. Norris said that it was all in a good cause.
Well, we're very grateful, Dr. Granger.
Daniel, please.
Yeah. Now, strictly speaking, we don't need two ringside doctors. It's a charity fight night. It's entirely amateur, but I like to do things properly, and you can never be too careful in this game.
Okay. What would you like me to do?
Well, it's a box-ticking exercise, really. Just check on the fighters later and be on hand in case there's a problem. In the meantime, check on Russ, my assistant. He's representing this club in the main bout tonight. Should do well. Train hard, fight harder. That's what we teach him here. You know, you should pop back down on one of our taster days. Always looking for new people.
Not a fan of getting hit, I'm afraid.
It's a shame. Big fella like yourself. Right. I'll show you around. Then I will introduce you to Russ. You just have to take one look at him to know that he's ready to fight. Like I say, it's just a box-ticking exercise. Come.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, I just wanted to check you eat seafood.
I'm fine with pretty much anything.
Yeah, I should have checked earlier, really. Sorry.
No, it's fine, Jimmy. Honestly, I would have takeaway pizza.
Yeah, look, I'm sure we can do better than that. I'm looking forward to this, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Good. Right, see you later then. Right, I'm just off to the mill. Jazz.
Sorry, miles away.
You on a date tonight?
What? How?
It's new perfume. We're not all Neanderthals, you know. Who's the lucky man? All right.
Why didn't you go and get a sandwich or something?
I don't want to leave her.
I know that seeing her like this must be So difficult, but
A few days ago, I thought I was going to lose her.
Come on.
What do you think's going on?
Well, you know this. It's memory loss caused by the head injury.
I know, but nearly 25 years of marriage. How can you forget all of that?
You have been talked through all this, right?
Tell me she'll get her memory back eventually. Please.
Built this place up from scratch. I'm very proud of what we do here.
Sure you are.
It's not just about teaching people how to look after themselves on a night out. It's about confidence, how you handle yourself in everyday life. As it says in the Book of Five Rings, the ultimate aim of martial arts is to never have to use them. And let's face it, staying fit past your 30s, it's not much fun, is it?
Well, I'm not ready for the scrap heap just yet.
Well, of course not, but if you're part of a community, you know, it's much more bearable. Take Russ. I couldn't run this place without him, and at some point, I'm going to have to take a back seat. Russ, come and meet Daniel, Dr. Norris's replacement. Told you I'd find someone.
So, who are you fighting later?
This guy, Brett Ray, is the centrepiece of the event.
Brett is one tough cookie. Went professional in London for a while. Russ has fought him before.
Yeah, and I lost because I didn't prepare properly.
Let me tell you, Doctor, Russ does not lose many fights. And a big victory tonight will put this club on the map.
I'm just going to have a word with her.
I'm sorry, Miss Tollins. I don't think it's a good idea. Where's Dr. Carmichael?
She's with the consultant.
I'm here if you need me, okay?
Karen, love? I know you're not sure about anything at the moment, but there's a few things I want to tell you. Please, listen. I'm Rob. I'm your husband. We met in the CID office when you were just 19.
Go away.
We've got 2 kids.
Leave me alone. I don't want to hear anymore.
All right, love. Okay.
Just stop calling me that. I'm not married to you.
Look, you've had a bump to the head, but you will remember all this eventually.
You think I would forget if I had 2 children? And yesterday, you and that other bloke, you said my mum was dead.
I know. I'm really sorry, but it's true.
Tell him he's lying.
Miss Tollins, why don't you...
Tell him it's not true.
Karen.
Tell him.
Karen, you just need
Tell
to
him it's not
rest.
true.
Seems that Dr. Norris was very thorough. Your card's up to date. Regular checkups on weight and blood pressure.
Everything okay?
Well, it seems your weight's gone down a lot recently.
Yeah, Brett's a light middleweight. I'd shed a few pounds.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's very rapid.
Yeah, why are you making a fuss now?
Well, I'm concerned, that's all.
Are you going to pass me his fit or not?
Blood pressure next. Take a seat. Just put this on your right arm. Okay. How's your diet?
Good. Plenty of veg, white meat, no rubbish from packets.
Okay. Alcohol consumption?
2 units, max.
A day?
A week. Listen, I've read all the literature. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Sports supplements, anything like that?
No need to take supplements when I get everything I need from what I eat. And before you ask, no, I've never taken anything illegal. So, good to go?
If we're going to challenge Karen, we're going to need to do it very carefully.
I just thought that if I reminded her of a few things, where we met, the kids.
I'd like to ask her a couple of questions on my own, if that's all right. Karen, what's the last thing you remember? Before you woke up here, I mean.
I was at home.
Did you stay in or go out?
Mum cooked bangers and mash for tea. I was going to the pictures with Maggie. Maggie was enough with me because the last picture that we went to see was really boring. It was film version 1984. See, I'd left her in there on her own, walked out.
Did you make up with each other?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sort of stuff doesn't come between mates, does it?
No.
Owen, you got a minute?
Sure.
It's about Russ. Well, he's lost a lot of weight very suddenly.
Well, Dr. Norris didn't say there was a problem.
I know he's been training hard recently, but...
But what?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Well, that's not how we do things here.
Okay, I just don't think you could lose that much weight that quickly without cutting corners.
Look, if Russ has dropped weight, it'll be down to a good diet and hard work. He's diabetic, so he's got to be sensible.
He's diabetic.
It's never been a problem. Russ is fine, as you will see when he steps into the ring later.
Karen. It's not 1984 anymore. You seem to have forgotten everything that happened since then. But it's actually 2013.
Not true.
Yes, it is true. And that makes you 47 years old. And you're not Karen Teal anymore. You're a married woman. Look at these marks on your hands. See? This is what you get from wearing a wedding ring for so long.
Trick.
I promise you it's not.
Need a mirror.
Are you sure?
Want to see.
Oh. Let me help you.
Okay, all right.
Right, Doc.
Yeah, look, I've spoken to Owen. I'm going to need more time to make sure that you're okay.
What?
Yeah, tomorrow I'd like you to make an appointment with your GP, get them to run some tests, because sudden, unexplained...
Yeah, it's like I said, I needed to hit my target weight.
Sudden and unexplained weight loss could be the first sign of a much deeper medical problem.
Like what?
It could be a number of things. Equally, it could be nothing. But if you're telling me you haven't taken anything to help you lose weight, then you need to get checked out.
Look, if I say I'll go and see my doctor on Monday, will you clear me to fight?
I'm still concerned. I don't think you should go anywhere near a ring until we know what's wrong with you. And also, you should have told me that you're diabetic.
Have you been going through my stuff?
No, Owen mentioned it.
He had no right to tell you that.
You should have told me.
Listen, mate, I just want to get the fight over and done with. After that, I'll...
You sure, Beth? Your eyesight's failing, isn't it?
Are you sure you want to do this?
I want my mom. I want my dad. And I want to go home. Please. Please. Please.
Jimmy, just be normal, mate. Just be normal.
Oh. Change your plan? You could say that. I thought I should make the effort, but didn't want to overdo it. I take it that this is in aid of your date with Jimmy. This place. Oh, sorry. Does Howard know? Well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Look, I'm on insulin injections.
Good. Okay. Are you still taking them?
Of course I am.
Diabulimia is a very serious condition.
What?
It's where diabetics lose weight by skipping their injections.
And that's what you think I'm doing?
I want to be sure that you're not.
I'm due an injection now, actually. When you check the amount, make sure it's all okay. You can even stand and watch if you like.
Come on, Ross. I'm not stupid. Okay, diabetes isn't something you play around with. I completely understand that you want to impress Owen.
What?
Hasn't he got you lined up to take over this place?
Look, this is nothing to do with the club or impressing Owen.
Then what? Let it go.
Brett used to come to this club. He went out with one of the girls here. A few weeks after he beat me in the fight, they had an argument. He said she was flirting with somebody else. She denied it. She said it was just a bit of banter. She was covered in that many bruises. We didn't see her for 2 months.
She should have gone to the police.
Yeah, of course she should. But, you know, welcome to the real world.
So, you looking forward to seeing Jimmy later? Well... Oh, don't say you're having second thoughts. I'm just aware I'm not as immaculate as Cherry sometimes was. I imagine the last thing that Jimmy wants is a carbon copy of Cherry. Probably not. Look, I know that Jimmy has his issues, but well, we all have our quirks. It's just that Jimmy's are a bit more obvious than most. I suppose. Kevin has all his CDs on shelves in alphabetical order. Mine are in a heap on the floor, probably with most of the discs missing. Well, as long as you don't have a food fight with Jimmy, you'll be fine. But just be yourself. Stop giving yourself such a hard time. Do you reckon I should go au naturel? Yeah, why not? Oh, maybe just a bit of blusher.
Wouldn't if I were you. That stuff's like washing up liquid.
Jack.
How's things?
Oh, you know, same old. Yeah. I'm so sorry about your mom.
Not really sure what's going on yet. Dad won't let her see her unless she's asleep. Says it might upset her.
Let me take you for a coffee. A real one.
That's the best idea I've heard all day.
The problems with your eyesight for you?
I didn't really notice anything until the last couple of weeks. And then it was like I needed glasses all of a sudden. I've always had 20/20 vision before now. Guess tonight it'll be a case of use the force, Luke.
You still want to fight?
I've come this far, why stop now?
Because it's dangerous, okay? You could damage your heart, your nerves, your kidney, and in the long run, if you skip injections, it could kill you.
Yeah, all right. So I've missed a few, but it was only in the run-up to the fight. Once it's all over...
You shouldn't even be thinking about fighting until your insulin levels are back to normal.
Look, you can tell Owen after the event, okay? Do whatever you have to, but just let me do this.
I can't. I'm going to have to tell him that I don't think you can fight.
If you tell Owen now, I'll deny everything. I'll say I'm up to date with my injections, that I found you in here rooting around in my bag, messing around with my insulin kit.
What?
I'll make out that you're working for Brett or one of the other clubs.
All right, so your insulin levels have fallen, your eyesight is failing, your energy levels are at rock bottom.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's simple science. You get back in that ring, you're not going to get revenge. You're going to get another beating.
Hey, coming in, coming in.
Can I take my shoes off?
No, you're fine.
Your place is always so...
Tidy?
I was gonna say sophisticated.
Yeah, with this room, I just throw all the rubbish in there. It's a real mess.
Really?
Nah, not really.
Something smells nice.
Yeah, coming through.
They've had to sedate your mum again.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. She just got a bit upset.
Upset?
Yeah, she's having problems remembering things, but there's nothing for you to worry about. She's going to be better soon, right?
I can't say that, Rob. There's no timetable for this.
I've been looking for you all over the place. The photographer wants to take some pre-fight snaps. Now make sure that... Is everything all right?
I won't be fighting.
What?
If I go out there, I'll lose.
Then at least you try. That's all that matters.
But I can't fight.
He doesn't have the energy to get through a fight. Looks like Russ has some kind of eating disorder.
The man eats like a horse.
I've not been taking my insulin.
Missing injections is a quick way of losing weight.
Look, can you not just clear him through this fight and sort him out afterwards? We've got a lot riding on this.
No way. Sorry.
I can't believe you'd be so stupid.
I'm sorry.
I've got to find Brett's people and tell them the fight's off. You've made this club a laughingstock.
This is lovely.
Cherry always used to, sorry.
It's okay. I reserve the right to occasionally drop Aaron's name into conversation.
Sorry, it's all in the past.
Well, perhaps, but we can't pretend certain things didn't happen.
You know, when I went to visit Karen the other day, it was horrible saying it like that. She meant such a lot to me over the years. And I came away thinking you're going to live your life. You never know what's around the corner.
A toast, then, to living your life.
You've done a brave thing.
Doesn't feel like it at the moment.
I expect Owen would say something along the lines of a journey of 1,000 miles.
Starts with admitting you've been an idiot.
And as Karen has no memory of her adult life whatsoever, I'm presuming it's some form of post-traumatic retrograde amnesia. Because she still thinks it's 1984 and she's 18.
Have you come across anything like this before?
Well, I did have a patient once who sustained a head injury in a rugby match. He lost the ability to make any new memories. It wasn't quite the same as Karen's situation, but...
What's the prognosis? Will she get her memories back?
This sort of amnesia is rarely permanent, even if there's been damage to the frontal or anterior temporal regions. But we have no way of knowing how long it's going to last. It could be weeks, it could be months.
But she does remember her name. She seems to know who she is.
But we have no idea of knowing how long it's going to last.
Dad, let's go home. We could all do with some rest.
No, I want to wait here in case she wakes up again.
We can be back at a moment's notice, and it doesn't look like there are going to be any changes right now.
If there are, they'll give you a call, won't they?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, yeah, as long as I get this mousse recipe right.
Chocolate mousse.
You know the way to a girl's heart?
I've got to get it right, otherwise the egg white's stiff. And you, Anna, fancy go?
No way, I'll just make a complete hash of it.
I like that.
What?
You don't mind saying no to me. It means that I couldn't get away with
With?
stuff.
Well, if you like being bossed around,
I didn't say that.
you could always give me a kiss. This is strictly on the basis that we're colleagues and don't want to move too quickly.
Colleagues, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
And given that, I think that went okay, don't you?
Yeah.
Do me a favour, Jack. Stay away from your mum, okay?
Was there really no one else?
No.
Don't burn your bridges, eh? You're gonna need each other.
Oh, look at you! Oh. You're my favourites. You lied to me. You're my mum and you lie.
So it doesn't matter if she sees me?
It's not a good idea. Jack.
Coming up tonight on BBC1, Max is